on the programme.
Thank you.
Now, Renault has announced it will cut 15,000 jobs worldwide, including nearly 5,000 in France. The automaker's announcement comes as partner Nissan announced that a factory in Barcelona would close. Renault's cost-cutting doesn't call for any plant closures, but the company says it will re-optimise and review production sites in France. Well, Euronews journalist Ryan Thompson joins me now in the studio. Ryan, what more can you tell us about this? It seems we've been hearing about prospective bad news from Renault for some time now.
Yeah, that's right. It seems like it really is piling on and on. The big news here are the job cuts, 4,600. It's sizable, but not sizable when you think of the whole sector within France. And the government is probably not too happy to hear that, but it doesn't mean that any plants are closing, and that's a big thing. The key thing that we're going to look for here as we move forward is optimizing and really building on that partnership with Nissan, making parts and sharing the cost of all of that. They're going to look to reduce the production of cars towards 3 million by the year 2024. And all in all, they expect to save about 2 billion euros over the next 3 years. This looks to be a departure from what Carlos Ghosn really set up when they took on the partnership with Nissan. Renault and the industry have really been struggling over these past few years.
At a Renault dealership on the edge of Paris, Roman and his wife Nora are looking to buy their first car. Their family of 4 is growing, and after France's sudden lockdown, they realized they wanted their own set of wheels to escape the city.
It's been a while we've been thinking about buying a car, but the confinement really sped up our decision. We want to be able to leave Paris a bit more often, more easily.
But after a tour of the showroom, they're not impressed. They think they'll look elsewhere. Maybe Volvo or Fiat, Nora says. It's unwelcomed news for the struggling French automaker whose sales have plummeted, sending the company into crisis. Before coronavirus lockdowns hit Europe, Renault had only sold 320,000 vehicles across the continent, 36% less than the same time 1 year ago. And since the departure of embattled CEO Carlos Ghosn, sales have slumped worldwide. 2019 was the worst year for the company in a decade, as it claimed a nearly 150 million euro loss.
Even before coronavirus had started to take its toll on Renault, the company was already looking to what it could do about this.
The car industry is critical to the French economy. 3 major manufacturers and some 4,000 suppliers create over 1 million jobs.
Because of the strength of the unions and also the fact that there's state involvement in Renault in particular. So that makes it difficult for them to make some of the changes that some other car makers might make a lot more easily and be able to move on.
The French government is desperately doing what it can to give the auto industry a lifeline. For Renault, that means 5 billion euros in aid to keep production here in France. But it comes with some strings attached. The climate-conscious president in France knows it can't be business as usual and is pushing the company to go green fast.
Let's make France the leading producer of clean vehicles in Europe by increasing the production of electric, rechargeable or hybrid vehicles to more than 1 million a year within 5 years.
Macron hopes that France will become Europe's hub for green vehicles. In addition to millions in Renault funding, thousands of euros in subsidies are being offered to consumers who change to a climate-friendly car. But many, including Roman and Nora, say the price tag is still too prohibitive.